I'm so happy for you. Yeah. So is treatment going well? Medication's going well?
Yes, I updated and my next medication I pick up is on the 1st of February. So I just got insurance, so now I'm paid for everything. Everything will be paid for. I updated on every single meds, but I need to talk to the doctor because the doctor said that there were some meds that I have to be taking no more.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for that to see the doctor on the 26th.
All right. Just make sure you follow through on everything. And I always tell people, I'm not a medical doctor. What's that commercial? But I still did stay at what is it, Holiday Inn or somewhere you stayed at? So this is what I always tell people about that. Getting off of medication. Make sure you talk to your doctor. Side effects from medication. Make sure you talk to your doctor because sometimes, from what I've read, quitting medications cold turkey, it's not good. It does something with your body and with your body chemistry and everything. And it may have an adverse effects on everything. So have you been staying in touch with probation?
Probation, and I just reported one time. I report, I think, next month.
So make sure that you keep up with your calendar, stay in touch with probation. I want you to be successful on probation. All right. So if you need something or something's going on, or you just need somebody to talk to, you can pick up the phone and call your probation officer.
Judge, Mr. Moore did appear for his mental health evaluation. He was approved for the mental health unit.
Okay.
So I'm sure his probation officer is going to talk to him about that. His last year analysis was negative. I did show positive accolades in the last reporting chrono for him. So it looks like we're on the right track.
Awesome. I'm glad you're on the right track. So I will tell you, they're saying that they're approving you for the mental health section of probation.
Yes.
That's a good thing because then they'll know what's going on with you and know what other people should be doing. And it'll help you remain on the right track. All right. So are you employed? What's going on?
Yes, I'm still employed.
Awesome. All right. That is fantastic. Well, I tell you what we're going to do. Everything is going well, but I still want to keep track just a little bit because what you're on probation for, there's major time potentially associated with that. And I don't want to see that happen. So what we're going to do, what do you think? Recalling it in 60 days to see?
Sounds good, Judge.
All right. So we're going to recall you back here in 60 days just to get a status update. And between now and then, again, if there's some issues, key to being successful is communication. Stay in touch with your probation officer. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to see me, okay? All right, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
All right.
The judge basically says things are going well, so I'm keeping you on a short leash anyway. That's not shade, that's strategy. A 60-day reset is the court's way of preventing relapse, missed appointments, or a slow slide back into trouble.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I get a 60-day reset?
Yes, March 20.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Moore, I forgot to ask you. They're saying March 23rd. What's your work schedule? Do you need to look at your phone or something to see if you?
No, I mean, I work. I mean, I can ask for the day off.
Okay. All right, so we'll bring you back on March 23rd, and that's just to see how everything is going. All right.
Okay.
All right. Just have a seat. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Henry Salazar.
Yes.
You have to stop by more often because I'm telling you, the men.
Is that an elephant?
They don't know football. Yes, but this is not associated with anything
Don't lie.
but charm and good luck.
Put this on the record. Elephants are good luck. That's how we won all our national championships.
All right, so on this one.
So yeah, it was informed last night. Unfortunately, we failed to communicate, although we can, I guess the cell phone records, they didn't count that as communication.
I'm sorry, what?
They didn't count that as communication. And they failed to pay us completely.
Is it,
Which is like,
is this on Salazar?
yeah.
Okay.
So Mr. Green is not here. Did you make an announcement for Mr.
I
Green?
mean, who's Mr. Green?
It's
Oh, is that?
It's from the Lincoln Lawyer.
I haven't watched that yet.
You haven't seen The Lincoln Lawyer, the one with, not the series, the movie with Matthew McConaughey.
No, because I'm always busy watching Alabama.
That movie is like 10 years old.
Yeah, I'm like, see,
I grew up, my parents went to Alabama. Like,
okay, so here's the
I
thing.
remember crying about Tim Tebow.
This is where she was with me for watching football. I'm like, yay, we're sports, we're right here. But then she's just following my the Lincoln.
I do like him.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe
But still-
Burrow.
But so here's the thing.
Okay.
You haven't watched The Lincoln Lawyer. How could you?
know. Me saying that Joe Burrow is super cool and a really good guy.
No, so here's the sports. And then when you said Lincoln Lawyer, you're here. Then when you said Honey Badge, it's right here. And then you said Boris, it's right here. You're not back here yet. You gotta watch.
I was
this.
deprived of my me.
I also think Joe Burrow is good looking. Does
He's,
that
and
help?
he's a good guy. You've seen that documentary on that.
Okay, let me see something here, because
Yeah.
I was gonna do my hair like Joe Burrow. with
See,
frosted
look, you're gonna
tips.
do Joe Burrow.
All right, so
That should definitely dismiss this case.
I'll tell you, we're scheduled for a contested hearing.
I'm currently conferring.
We went from therapy court wholesome to sports talk elephant good luck and the Lincoln Lawyer debate. This is why courtroom content is undefeated. You never know when it turns into a sitcom mid-docket. Viewers, would you watch a whole series that's just judge banter between cases? Because I absolutely would.
On the case.
All right, so confer, let's see where we are, and then I'll take care of your matter.
Perfect. So you'll sign our,
Well, after you all conferred, let's see where we are.
we've conferred
Okay,
at length.
all right,
I'm happy to continue to confer
okay, all right,
as long as he says roll tide.
all right. Please do. All right, who's here on Monroe Walker Hurd?
President, Your Honor, later presents.
All right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling, please whisper. Court is calling 2023 CR 7583 State versus Monroe Walker. Could I have parties announced?
Brandon Prater, state.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Monroe Hurd.
All right, and are you Mr. Hurd?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea on December 11th to the offense of robbery. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application. Both parties waived the PSI and TAP evaluation. Are both parties ready to proceed?
State's ready, Judge.
Defense is ready as well, Your Honor.
All right, state, you're opposed. Do you have any witnesses?
Judge, the state has no witnesses.
Defense, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, you may call your witness.
The defense so calls Daniel Uresti, social worker from San Antonio State Hospital.
Mr. Hurd?
Hello. Good morning. If you could just make sure you keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear.
Okay.
If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Daniel Uresti.
All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Uresti, how are you currently employed?
I'm employed with the San Antonio State Hospital.
And in what capacity do you work with the San Antonio State Hospital?
I'm a licensed master social worker here at the hospital.
Okay, so to become a licensed master social worker, what kind of education did you have to obtain to get to that position?
I had to get a bachelor's and then a master's degree in social work and get licensed in the state.
Okay. Did you also have to complete a certain number of hours in working with some of the disenfranchised population before you got certified?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you're currently at San Antonio State Hospital for employment, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. What kind of population does the San Antonio State Hospital serve? And what kind of treatment do you guys provide?
We serve both forensic and civil psychiatric or mentally ill patients. We provide services as far as competency restoration. There's different interventions that they provide to help the patients get back into society, basically.
Does that include administering medication?
Yes, they do administer medication at the hospital.
Do they also have group sessions for competency restorations?
They do have a group session for compensation.
Okay. And in your capacity as a social worker at the state hospital, did you have any dealings with Mr. Monroe Walker Hurd?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Can you briefly tell us about your observations while you were working with him as a social worker?
I've been working with Monroe, I guess from the time he came in till the time he left the hospital. You know, he basically was participating in the different groups. He was active with the different teams that were there. He was pretty calm the whole time that he was there. Didn't have any kind of conflict or anything like that. I believe that in my observation, he was successful in becoming competent and then working return back competent.
Was he, and from the gist of what I believe you're saying is he was following the rules and regulations of the San Antonio State Hospital, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
And as you just stated, just right now, to your knowledge, there was no disciplinary issues or aggression or anything like that displayed, is that correct?
No, never during his time there.
In fact, in a report in the San Antonio State Hospital's competency restoration packet, you stated in the said report that he remains calm and cooperative with his treatment, correct?
Right.
Okay. Now, furthermore, was Monroe engaged in anything else, any maybe extracurricular things at the state hospital besides his competency restoration and medication management?
Yeah, as far as I can recall, he was active in the unit work program. Those patients are selected by another team. He was also active in different groups like peer support, and I believe he was also in a talent program as well.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the talent show program?
Individuals that are selected for that, you know, they have to be calm, they have to be cooperative, they have to be able to go off the unit and work with other patients and other staff that aren't on the unit.
Would it be safe to say that people selected for that program, the talent show, they're more or less model participants?
I would say so, yes.
And to your knowledge, Mr. Hurd was selected for said program to participate in the talent show,
Yes.
and he was also selected to also participate in the work unit as well, correct?
That is correct.
So ultimately during your assistance of him as a social worker for Mr. Hurd, you were able to see his progress develop over the time that he was receiving treatment, is that correct?
That is correct.
Do you think if afforded the opportunity of probation, he would be able to follow the rules and regulations as he did within the state hospital?
I would think so.
Okay. And again, he was compliant with taking his medication and engaging in sessions as well, correct?
Yes.
No further questions from this witness, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Judge, pass witness.
All right, thank you. Thank you
you.
so much for,
You're
well, I have a couple of questions.
Of course, Your Honor. I'll push it on.
Are you still involved in any type of treatment, or do you know any of the type of treatment that Mr. Hurd is going through?
Not anymore. Not since he's discharged from the hospital.
All right, okay, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
All right, you may call your next witness.
The defense has no further witnesses, Your Honor, just the argument.
All right, Mr. Hurd, if you'll come back, please. All right, state your post. What are you asking for?
Judge, we're asking for the cap of 6 years.
All right,
Your Honor, respectfully, we're asking for the opportunity to community supervision probation. Mr. Hurd does have some history. However, he was not afforded the chance of treatment until he had picked up this case and undergone the competency issues. He was sent obviously to the state hospital for more or less a year. Upon him being deemed competent as per the report, Judge Rodriguez was the magistrate court was very impressed as to his progress, and obviously wanted me to let the DA's office know about his progress. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Vesey gave me a call, and that's how I got connected with him as to the significant progress that he made at the state hospital. Being that he has not been afforded the chance at treatment before, he was merely sent to prison. I believe those courts may have gotten it wrong. Doesn't mean that this court has to as well. He's at a good position now, under having undergone treatment, having had access to meds, that he's at a good spring jumping off point to continue that, Your Honor. And we feel strongly that if he's sent to prison, he's going to lose a lot of the progress that he made. In reference to this offense, Your Honor, of the robbery, it's non-aggravated. It's pretty well solidified that no weapon was brandished. It was more so the speaking of requesting of objects that the other person might have objectively saw that as being threatening, but no one was hurt or injured or anything of the like, Your Honor. So my client just really wants me to express that his past is not him. He's willing and able to move forward. And looking at the videos and the alleged offense, he was probably about 40 or 50 pounds skinnier than he is now. He was a street person living on the street, using drugs. And this occurred at the CVS down here by the Riverwalk. He's asking for a chance at treatment, Your Honor. Respectfully asking if probation is granted, that he understands that he may have to stay in custody for inpatient treatments, or we're thinking maybe a possible felony drug court referral, coordination with Center for Healthcare Services, getting him access to getting him access to services, a possible help with the housing situation. But I think that something new has been entered into the formula in terms of Mr. Hurd. He's gotten the treatment, and we believe that there's going to be a different result. The past cases, he was never afforded the chance at treatment. It's been documented within the state hospital that there's been no other indication that Mr. Hurd had any kind of meaningful treatment at the state hospital, substance use, or any kind of mental health hospital. So it's unfortunate that Mr. Hurd did have to pick up a charge in order for his mental health issues to be brought to light. But now that we're here, Your Honor, we're asking respectfully if we can attempt to break this cycle of just re-incarceration, re-institutionalization, and give Mr. Hurd a chance to live a meaningful and successful life moving forward.
And what is his mental health diagnosis?
His mental health diagnosis is anxiety, depression, as well as he has substance use disorder, and has had in the past auditory hallucinations associated with schizoaffective disorder. At the time that he entered the hospital, as per the report, he was hearing voices and things of that nature. Since having received treatment, said that those has since gone away, and he's in a much better place now to not be a threat to anybody in the community. Upon the recommendations of the state hospital restoration packet, it's recommending substance use treatments, as well as continued mental health medication and management to address his issues, Judge. And I know that the court is aware of some of his history and the current charge, but I feel like if someone may have taken a stand earlier and gone in here and addressed these substance use issues at the beginning of Mr. Hurd's criminal history, we could have nipped this in the bud and diverted him away from the system. I know increasingly as time goes on, it may be harder to break out of that, but I believe that the social worker with the San Antonio State Hospital sees something in Mr. Hurd in terms of the progress he had been able to make. I see something in Mr. Hurd that I believe he can be successful on probation, given the right tools. But I do think he needs the help of a structured program to address his mental health issues with medication management, as well as substance use issues with, I think they kind of are co-mingled in a sense, and leading him to, in the past, a life of just living on the street. So we're asking the court to mix it up and to hopefully give him a chance. on probation.
All right. Here's the
Judge-
thing. Yes.
So could I make a brief argument to
Sure.
show the state's opposition? Judge, Mr. Hurd was indicted on robbery, but he was also indicted with the habitual enhancement because of two robberies, one that he was convicted on in 1987 and the other one that came from 1992. After that, he was convicted of assault family violence in 2014, and he was convicted again just 2 years ago of burglary of a vehicle. That on top of reading the offense report that should be in the state's evidence, he states to the victim, Chloe, and I quote, "Don't press the button or I'll shoot you," while gesturing under his coats, make a gun gesture with his hand like so. Because of that, Judge, because of the violent nature of this, of the offense and the violent history that Mr. Hurd has, I don't think that probation is a justified, disposition of this case. The state is opposed and is asking for 6 years TBC.
Your Honor, we're asking respectfully to address the root cause of this issue so that we're foreseeably looking forward past this case, and not just the existence of this case, but his life in general, which he still has a lot to live and to contribute. And to
So here's my question. Has he been on probation before?
No, Your Honor. I don't believe so. I think he's just been in prison. Maybe been on probation. Yeah, whatever probation.
State, has he ever been on probation?
A moment, Judge.
Yes.
Probation files,
Related to him?
yes, Judge.
Oh,
And
1985?
yes,
And what was the offense?
property,
That's all I'm seeing, Judge. Everything else has been either prison or jail time.
And probation, I'm assuming was there a revocation?
and unfortunately, the records from that time are not in the system, so I can't tell you if it was revocation or not.
That was, my math may be off, but I meant maybe like 40 years ago. Yeah,
Mhm.
understandably, yeah.
Well, let's not say that because that's aging me. I remember 1985 and I remember it well. All right. So, and here's the court's other question. This may have already been answered. So at some point in time before his plea on this case, he was deemed to be incompetent,
Correct, Your Honor.
and this offense was committed. Then he was evaluated for competency after this offense.
That's correct, Judge. Yes, this offense from June 13th, 2023. Mr. Hurd has been confined since then, and he was deemed, he had another attorney on his case, Mr. McRae, since went to the fourth court. I was appointed on his matter, but upon him being restored to competency, they sent the packet through and I was appointed at that time. So I did handle his case with Judge Rodriguez down in the basement, and she went over the report. She was quite impressed with the progress. He did participate in the talent show. He was very happy about that and grateful for the opportunity to participate. He practiced and auditioned for 2-3 weeks in advance, and he was able to put on a good show. He had a great time there at the San Antonio State Hospital. So ordinarily, with given some of the background, I would maybe not be making this request, but for the progress he made at the state hospital, Judge Rodriguez's impression that he's come a long way, and my impression that he's also come a long way from where he had started. He had started in 2023, and the court could try just see it fit to grant the probation, maybe give him a chance. If not, he reverts back to the prison setting, but at least he's been given a meaningful chance. His previous cases, he was seemingly just thrown in.
All right, so this
Release.
is what the court is going to do. All right, the state is offering you a cap of 6 years opposed.
Robbery case with a 6-year cap on punishment, and the judge is about to explain the trapdoor difference between probation versus deferred adjudication. This is the kind of moment where one yes changes your entire future. Pay attention.
The range of punishment for this offense is up to 20 years in the prison. That's really the full range of punishment. So your liability for this offense has been capped at 6 years. So what does that mean? That means if I were to convict you and sentence you to probation, your minimum time, the maximum amount of time I could give you if you were to violate the conditions would be 6 years in the prison. If I were to give you deferred adjudication, what that means is if you were to violate it, the maximum amount of time I could give you would be 20 years in the prison. Do you understand? Your attorney has informed the court of your mental health issues. The court notes that in the police report, there wasn't a weapon used. There were threats made that you had a weapon. These are your two choices, and these are your only two choices. There are no other choices, so don't ask me for another choice. You understand? One, I can deny your application, sentence you to 5 years in the prison, or I'll grant your application for deferred adjudication. You will be on deferred adjudication for 8 years, and you're going to start being in custody. You'll be referred to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, then whatever TAP recommendations has, you may be in an inpatient facility for your drug issues, as well as you will be evaluated for the mental health unit. Which do you prefer?
If I may, Your Honor. Your Honor, I've explained the situation with my client. I've advised him as to the court being able to, in this instance, grant him deferred, and if he is not successful, what he would be looking at a revocation if he does not follow through with the recommendations of the community supervision department, as well as any treatment recommendations. Mr. Hurd, do you want the opportunity at probation and treatment?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The following evaluations are to be done in custody: the MIC evaluation, TAP evaluation, referral to felony drug court. There is to be, upon release, full GPS, waive fees. I'm sorry, not full GPS. It'll be partial GPS for any medical treatment. And when I say medical treatment, that includes mental health treatment, waive fees, and that's to be until further notice. And probation, I know I'm putting in here proof of employment, but we'll approach that. The first thing I want to know is about the evaluation. So there'll be proof of employment 60 days after release and completion of evaluation. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or minors. And probation, that's proof of employment or SSI. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of the MRT. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. State, is there any restitution?
None that I know of, Judge.
All right, and there's to be no contact with CVS Pharmacy at 300 East Commerce Street. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. There's to be regular random UAs. Anything else, probation? All right, and probation, how long do you think it'll take to do the MIC evaluation and TAP evaluation? All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this, can I have a reset date and 6 weeks, please?
And Judge, can we also ask for a no contact with the complaining witness, Miss Chloe Medina?
All right, yes.
Thank you, Judge.
And there'll be no contact with the complainant.
March 5th.
All right, and we're gonna come back on March 5th. And defendant is to remain in custody until that date.
Yes, Your Honor. And if we get word back sooner, may we approach the court for a sooner date?
Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So I want to let you know, I took into consideration your mental health issues. It was telling to the court that immediately after this incident, you were deemed to be incompetent. And I do note in the court's record that it shows that you were actually sent to the state hospital to restore competency. So in this court, communication is key, and it's going to especially be key to you because you have other issues that are going on with you. You're going to need to make sure you stay in contact with probation. If there's an issue, you need to let probation know. If you're on medications, you need to stay med compliant. If you feel that there's an issue with the medication or if there's a side effect, do not quit that cold turkey. I'm not a medical doctor, but you need to speak to your doctor and let them know there are issues with your medication. That GPS, if there's a tamper with that GPS or anything that goes wrong with that GPS, or if it's not charging correctly, you feel it's not charging correctly, you had better call probation and call the GPS officer and say, hey, there's something wrong with my GPS. Because if I get a motion back saying strap tamper, we can't locate you, you know what ends up happening? If everything seems in order and they can't locate you, somebody, either it's going to be me or somebody else, they're going to issue a judge's warrant for your arrest. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you, State.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, did you want me to?